Welcome and welcome back to S.WigginsTV. It's me, your host, Worldwide Wiggins, back with some more dope content for y'all. Today's episode is going to get a little racy, so bear with me. Your discretion is advised. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about behind the beefs, because I feel like a lot of times we talk about the beefs, but how did these beefs start? What's the breakdown? What happened? You know, kind of the dynamics. This is just a quick nickel sack for the day, man. Roll it up, hit it, and stay tuned. But today's topic is the 18th Street versus the Black P Stone. Now, there's been a lot of racial beefs in LA throughout the years. Dodge City versus the Rancho San Pedro 13. That one got racial. You got the 135s versus the Barrio 13. That one got racial. Then you got the East Coasters versus Florence. That got super racial. It was one of the worstest. Sure. Let's not forget, you even had that era where in the 2000s, your mama warned you, your grandma or your uncle or your daddy or somebody warned you not to come outside with a white tee on. Because they was coming to smack you. You feel me? It was that bad. It got real racial. Shoot, let's not even forget Long Beach. Longo's out there pressing in blank against basically all the Crips. God, that's how I feel, bro. You pushing in blank, it gets racial. But in my eyes, bro, I'm gonna say something, and this is me speaking from my eye. Cause you know, I think's outside the box. I might say some outlandish with facts and receipts to back it. You feel me? If you know me for nothing other, you know me for, you know, giving you something to say, wow, I didn't think about it like that. But check this out. To me, even with all the beefs I just named considered, the most influential racial black beef, to me, was the BPS versus the 18th Street. Well, Wiggins, what do you mean influential? And why did you say that? I'm gonna tell you right now. But first, the main question is, how did this beef even start? Let's get to the root of the problem, and I'm gonna tell you why I said that. Okay, now this is from the mouth of the bloods close to the situation, OGs. We don't want their name out there. I'm gonna just do a quick run through. We gonna get it like that. So the word is, the 18th Streets was getting money. You know, hustling they Dizzo or they Trizzy, and they was in the BPS turf. And the BPS seen them doing so and gave them a warning like, hey, you can't be doing that over here, bro. This our turf. You can't be doing that over here, bro. Shoot, go to your hood and do your own thing. Apparently, allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly, the 18th Street chose not to abide by the rules and kind of refused to abide by his request. So, allegedly, the BPS fought on the 18th Street. It went up from there, and then, allegedly, the 18 came back and gassed up. Clapping. And from there, that's how the war started. So it was basically over some dope dealing, aka money, and that's kind of how it started. But if you know like I know, beef makes mainly over two reasons: money, and you know the other one. I ain't gotta tell you the other one, but let me tell you why I say this is the most influential kind of beef. Because I think a lot of people overlook the effects that this beef done had. This beef started way in the city, bro, area, like the mid-city area, like where the BPS at, and the 20s got involved. The NHB 20s got involved, because, you know, they tight like that. They right next door. So they got involved in the beef. Remember, it's two BPS. So that's three different blood counterparts versus the 18th Street. Then it trickled down all the way to Inglewood, because remember, it's an 18th Street all the way down to Inglewood. They set up shop on 106th Street, and they've been there for a minute. And we could go back to my story, like we could go back to my previous episode, and you could find out for yourself how they used to be cool with the weirdos in the center parks, and how it even cracked off. Matter of fact, check it out.
One day, some Inglewood Bloods was, let's say, on the hunt for some Inglewood Crips because they had allegedly shot one of their blood homies, for weirdos from the other hood, because they was all getting along back then. Now, out of respect for this Crip hood, I won't say the name of the Crip hood. They drove through, and they wasn't successful in finding any of them Crips outside. Now, in that car was the weirdo, Crenshaw Mafia and Center Park Bloods. Now, like I said, the story that I'm finna tell you, some people was dead, others is no longer living the lifestyle, and some of them, they served their time already. Now, with this, other than the fact that I was given permission to talk about it, I feel like I can tell you the story, so here we go. All right, like I said, I changed a few names, so extra layer of security. The dude from Center Park, we gonna call him Mace, all right? Mace from Center Park. The dude for weirdos is Peanut. I can say his name because he passed away. And also in the car was the young man from BPS. We gonna call him Rocky, all right? Rocky for BPS, Mace for Center Park, and Peanut for weirdos, all right? After being frustrated, with not being able to find any of the Crips that they was looking for, they dropped off one of their other homies and proceeded to go down Imperial in Doty and headed to a donut shop, to get something to eat. Now, Mace from Center Park goes into the donut shop. The order is full. As he enters the donut shop, he noticed like 3 or 4 18th Streets that's already in there. But remember, during this time, Center Park and 18th Street is on good terms. This was before everything cracked off. All right, so moments later, Rocky for BPS gets hungry as well and decides, well, let me go on in there and get something to eat too. So he walks into the donut shop. As he enters the donut shop, the 18th Streets ask him where he's from, and bangs on him. And Rocky tells him he for BPS. And when Rocky tells the 18th Streets for BPS, they instantly rush him. Because remember, outside of Inglewood, 18th Streets and BPS is mortal enemy. So when Mace see the 18th Streets rushing Rocky for BPS, he up his pole on the 18th Streets. Make him get back. Because, they jump in his house. However they do it, they all end up outside, exit the store. The 18th Street up they pole. Then Peanut up his thing and start busting. Boom, 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 boom. After this, everybody go their separate ways. Peanut and Mace drop off their homie from BPS, Rocky, and heads over back to Mace's house. So Peanut for weirdos and Mace from Center Park is over here just chilling in front of Mace's house. All of a sudden, the 18th Streets come back with an AK, and they lit the whole scene up. And supposedly he busted like 16, 17 times. Unfortunately, Mace's parents was not happy with the situation that had occurred. And from what my boy told, Mace got skinned by a bullet. But thankfully, nobody was hurt too bad. But at the same time, his family was not happy with the situation, the gangbanging, so they had him sent away to avoid him getting into any more trouble. But the war continued regardless of Mace being gone. Together. They was cool, man. Now, with that being said, as you know, 18th Street already was having problems with the Bloods in South Central, like the Twins, Eastone, you name it. But at this point in time, they cool with these Inglewood Bloods as far as the weirdos, the sinners, Don Blocks, shit like that. Okay, so at one point in time, Damu or Damus from BPS came to the bottom to function with the Inglewood Bloods and the weirdos, blood camaraderie. And this Damu from BPS happened to be real young, or these Damu, should I say. Either way, so one day the BPS Damu was doing hit-ups on the walls and the bottoms. And he brought some of the politics with him. So as you know, they already not cool with the 18th Street. So the young BPS dude crossed out 18th Street on the wall. So word got around that the 18th Streets seen this. And they was like, hey, what's up with this? You feel me? They hollered at the weirdos like, what's up with this? That ain't cool, bro. So the weirdos go, all right, we gonna go back and holler at the young homie for BPS and, get this rectified. It's good. So time goes on and the wall bang continues. You feel me? On both sides. And a certain thing took place. Let's say friendly desire, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna say too much on here. But anyway, so the 18s was like, what's up with this BPS dude? With all this wall banging. So then the weirdos was like, that's still a little homie at the end of the day. We can't just hand him to you. He's the homie. So tensions got kind of high, but not too high. But they were still cool. They still had love for each other. So anyway, a meeting was arranged at Center Park in Inglewood with the weirdos in the 18th Streets. Because remember, at this point, ninjas is all cool at this time. All the bloods in the area is cool. Something that don't usually happen. They line it up. The 18th, which is a Latino guy, the weirdo Damus line it up. Now, politics is different, and it's not likely, far from what I heard, for a Latino to give you a fair one like that. So anyway, they lined it up at Center Park the right way. But unfortunately, things took a turn for the worse. Sketches got drawn on the canvas. You know what I'm saying? I mean, nobody got painted on. But yeah, it escalated, and things drew down, and it went a little sour, let's say.
My estimation, bro, is the fact that the 18th Streets is pushing B blank and had all of the Bloods basically say, well, sure, we coming at you just for pushing B blank, because I can't think of no other reason, and I ain't really heard no other reason. Don't forget the Brims too. Because they allies of the BPS in the 20s and the Inglewood Bloods. So they was pushing against 18th Street as well. So think about it. All of the Bloods in Inglewood and South Central basically came together against 18th Street. And even the Crips. I'm not going to get too, far in this one, bro, but Black P Stone once told me, bro, they wasn't really tripping on gears because they was going at it with 18. And it wasn't no official truce or no treaty or none of that, but they just was waking up like, hey, we ain't having that. So it was the most influential. Maybe I lack a better word, but it was a beef that kind of trickled down, bro. I never really seen the beef really trickle down like the BPS versus 18. All of the Bloods, bro. All of the Bloods in South Central and the ones in Inglewood kind of came together. That's one thing about the Bloods. When it's time, they'll have a little, scrimmages, but when it's time, they gonna come together. They gonna put that shit to the side and come together, But no, we gotta have different cars and beef with each other. Crips, hello, wake up. And I'm not trying to tell you guys to go against the Bloods or none of that. I just thought it was a very interesting, just a very interesting topic, bro. But to me, that was the most influential beef to crack off in South Central. Now, this may not be as good as some of the previous episodes, but just a little something. I'm just trying to, I'm trying to kill time for the rest of the month, man, because I'm trying to turn up next month, man. But yeah, man, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, man. Drop your thoughts and opinions in the comments, and I'll let your boy, man. Till next time, it's Worldwide Wiggins.